Should I mute myself as well?
Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A with one of the developers for Bulletgrounds. If you could, say hi please.
Hey everybody. Thanks for having us here, Jed.
Oh, anytime, man. So, they are going to be walking us through the idea they have for their game. They're also going to be telling us a little bit about their company. If you watch the footage going on right now, this is actual game footage as it has progressed. So, I don't even know what to call you.
Igor.
Igor, you want to tell us a little bit about your game?
It's a fast-paced shooter. Currently in third person. The early footage shows our early development that was meant for first-person shooter. After some testing, we didn't feel like it had the speed and action that we wanted. So, yeah, we've been developing this game since early July or end of July. That's when the idea came to Yanni, our head developer and coder. And since then, it's been progressing little by little, every day.
So I've noticed that you guys have vehicle combat, airplanes, tanks. You don't see that in a lot of shooters, especially not third-person shooters. What made you guys go in that route?
Well, since this is World War II game, and it had tanks and vehicles, and well, we kind of felt that it's essential for this kind of game, especially with big maps and also smaller maps that we will have for close quarters. Those won't have vehicles enabled. But
Okay, and
yeah.
I noticed you guys have a building system. Like, can you explain in depth, what type of building system you guys have in the game? Like, I've seen bunkers, I've seen barricades, barbed wire. Is there anything other than that?
At the moment, we only have sandbags, barbed wire, tank traps, which are really hard to destroy, and tanks basically can't drive through them. And then we have the bunkers. We will implement like anti-tank guns and anti-air guns later on that you can deploy. But basically, it's once you capture an objective or you just need quick cover for yourself when you're in open grounds, you can just build up something really fast for yourself to cover up. And remember, whatever people build can also be destroyed with explosives.
Okay.
For example, tanks can just drive over the sandbags, and the sandbags are just like nothing, butter. Also with the wire traps, same things.
Now, I've noticed that most of your buildings are destructible. Is that a new update for the game? Because I didn't see it in the first footage that I've seen.
This is something that we are currently working on. In the footage, you can see the buildings at their early stage. They just have basic mesh on them, and they don't have much detail, just doors, windows, stairs. They're simple.
Okay.
But our goal is to create a tool for ourselves that we can generate full cities or towns with props on the walls, roofs, and everything like that. So from push of a button.
Okay. If you guys want to be in the raffle, you have to be a subscriber to the channel. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Now, the combat style. it looks very 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 fast paced. Okay.
Yes.
Is that the way like all of your game modes are gonna be, or are you gonna have slow paced game modes?
Well, we're aiming towards the action, action, action. Like that players are engaged in combat most of their time. We uh, we have this zone capture map, like basic battlegrounds style. Like you have points A, B, C, D, and you have to capture them. Once you're at the point, the game becomes a little bit slower.
Okay.
And in this footage, I didn't include it, but in this footage we have a new game mode that we're working on. It's basically a huge zone that people fight in and spawn around the zone. So it's constant battle for that zone, and the zone is constantly moving, so you have to be inside the zone. So yeah, action, 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 a lot of action. We want to bring our players quick fix of adrenaline and just have fun. Shoot.
Okay.
Don't wait half an hour to see one player.
Okay, so you're focusing on, throwing everybody together just for all out chaos, is what I'm getting.
well, well, yeah, chaos. I wouldn't use chaos. The spawn timers are at the moment quite short. We are still in development phase, so we're tweaking those, and at some point we will find the balance so that it won't be all out meat grinder.
Okay. Now, how does the scoring system work in your game? Now, how many people are on each team? Stuff like that.
So the server will, all servers will have a player cap up to 64. We are not sure how the close quarter maps will work yet, what's the player counts will be. And the scoring is, well, basically the more objectives your team holds, the more points you get. We don't have a ticket system like other similar
Okay.
games. It's just you just get points, and when once they're filled, your team wins.
All right. So, let's see. I noticed there's some interesting options for guns. Like I've seen a flamethrower. I've seen a lot of automatic rifles. What other types of weapons do you have in the game so far?
So we have one SMG on both teams, then machine gun. We have one sniper rifle, and a lot of kits. Like we have ammo box, we have med kit, we have syringe, we have a wrench that you can pick to repair your tank, for example, and well, the flamethrower. That's just awesome.
I seen that. It looked very interesting. You don't see that in a lot of shooters. There's very few that you have that have actual flamethrowers built in. Do the flamethrowers actually cause damage to buildings and tanks, or is that just player?
Currently, they are doing damage to tanks and players. Tank damage is quite low at the moment. As I said, we are still tweaking the numbers, trying to find the sweet spot. That's where our game community and testers will be in a huge role. We will need feedback about how the gameplay feels,
Okay.
like how the weapon feels. Is the recoil too strong or too low? Stuff like that. That's
Okay.
why we're running these tests.
Right. Now, speaking of the tests, you guys are doing a closed beta access on Saturday. It's
Yes.
12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Am I right?
So I didn't check the time. It's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. GMT +2.
Okay.
So it's Helsinki time. It's 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. Central CET.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be giving away keys every 10 minutes during the live stream. So make sure you guys are getting in the raffle. Now, I'll be posting a link to their Discord if you guys want to learn anything about the other development on the game. See, newer screenshots, stuff like that. It'll also tell you when their betas are going live, because they're not open all the time, guys. So get in when you can before the game goes live.
Yep. And everyone that joins, we would really appreciate feedback, the experience that you will have in our game. Because without feedback, we can't develop this game for you. We are creating this game for our community, for our players.
Like I was telling you before the stream, like I am super excited for Saturday. I don't really get excited over games, especially not shooters, but this one, I don't know why. But the screenshots that I've seen, the gameplay footage I've seen, it's really drawing me in. And I really hope that some of you guys are getting the same feel I am. Like, this looks like it could be a very strong game. So, make sure you guys get in there, do some feedback on it.
Join us on Discord, talk with the devs. We are posting new screenshots almost daily. You can get a sneak peek what we're working on, share your ideas. We're there for you. Come join us.
So we have 1 minute left on the first giveaway for a beta key, guys. Make sure you guys are subscribing and you're getting in. As of right now, I only have one person in the giveaway. So you guys gotta make sure that you're subscribed, and then you do the exclamation point raffle. Now, if you could tell me a little bit about your company. It's
yeah. So we're called Coffee Studios. We're based in Helsinki, Finland. Currently, we have 3 developers. I'm one of them. We have Yanni, who is like the heart and soul of this game. In the beginning, it was his idea to create a first-person shooter game.
Now, is this your guys' first game that you've been in development with?
Actually, no. This is not our first game. This is our first game that we are about to publish. The first game got a little bit too ambitious for a small team of 3, so we decided to do something a little bit more easier.
So you guys are working on this game as a 3-man team? You guys have a lot done in that short of time with a 3-man team.
Yeah, we've been spending all our free time on this game. Basically, it's like you go to work, you come home, you work on this game every weekend. You don't play much games or don't have much free time, basically. And
trust me, we know.
Yeah, yeah, we're looking for contributors. If you have a certain skill asset that you want to bring to our game or development team, where, for example, we're looking for concept artists, and if you're good with creating sounds or music, looking for that. The thing is that this is contribution, volunteers. We don't spend any money on this project. We just do this.
Okay, so the first winner for a beta key is going to be Croons. If you could,
Congrats.
just pop into my Discord. Star, if you could post a link, please. Just message me in Discord, and I will get you a beta key. We will be opening up another raffle now.
Okay.
Now, what is your overall goal for Bulletgrounds?
Our overall goal is to create a fast-paced, fun World War II game and create a solid community that will be part of our project and will be part of the development. We really want to bring this game to our players because, well, we want everyone to stay in our game and have fun and improve it all the time.
So, what made you guys go with the World War II era? It's not really that popular. You don't see a lot of games doing that era of combat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we were thinking to create something with sci-fi, but
There's a lot of competition with sci-fi games, though.
yeah, that's the thing. We were looking into what's what the market is sort of lacking, and well, we decided to create a World War II themed game like in the old days we had Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. That
Right.
was
I loved that game.
really that was really fun and fast-paced game. And nowadays, every World War II game that comes out is mostly focused on realism, and
Right.
there's not so many options for World War II games that are really fast.
Now I know that the graphic style is interesting. You don't see this type of graphic style. I've only seen this in one other game. Why did you go for the more cartoonish look with the graphics? Was that
It's
just
to-
like was that a
it's to
combined
bring,
idea, or was
um,
that your graphic designer's idea?
It was a combined idea. We were thinking about. We had a lot of different graphic variations. We had like realistic ones in the beginning that we were testing, and we at some point Yanni just did his magic with the Unreal Engine and ended up with this cartoonish graphics, and the whole development team was just struck with amazement. Just felt and looked good, and yeah, it just looks good, and we decided to roll with it. We're still adjusting some things with the graphics, so there might be small changes before the release, but the
I've
graphics will be
noticed the
like this.
tanks have come a long way since like the first footage in the video that's rolling right now.
Yep.
Like they've come a long way since then.
Yeah.
Do you plan on adding in other vehicles other than just the tanks and the airplanes, like helicopters, like jeeps? Because that was a prime mode of transportation during World War II. Same thing with motorcycles. Like every World War II movie, you see those in there, and they're very iconic because of that.
Yeah, that's actually. I didn't think about motorcycles at all, so that's already one suggestion I'm gonna post today. So yeah, we're gonna have other vehicles as well. We're gonna have jeeps for fast transportation, and we also have this half track. It's well, it's an armored vehicle for troop transportation.
Right.
We
If anyone
don't
doesn't know what a half track is, the front wheels are actual wheels, and then they have tank tracks in the back half.
Yeah, so we will look into like what we can do with the vehicle. Is it going to be like a spawn point for your team,
Right.
or how? We haven't found like the balance for it yet, or proper use. So it's gonna be there, but we will have jeeps and maybe even motorbikes. That's actually a pretty good idea.
If you guys have any questions, we'll be opening up viewer questions here shortly. So if you have any, feel free to post them in chat.
Yeah, go ahead, don't be shy.
I don't speak that language. Do you?
Yeah, he's saying that he wants to hear the gun sounds. Unfortunately, there is no gun sounds in this video because most of this has been recorded during our testing, and there is a lot of chatter in the background. So
Plus, the gun sounds are subject to change. The ones that are in the game currently, most likely will not be there during the official launch.
yes, sounds and animations. Those are the major things we are going to be working on next month or so.
Kroon wants to know if you're going to have a plane only map or game mode. Which that's
We haven't discussed to have plane only or tank only, but
that'd be
I don't
interesting.
see.
Game mode, a dogfight
Yeah,
mode.
I don't see why not. It's come on our Discord, throw in your suggestions. We take them seriously.
You can actually post a Discord link. I do believe it'll have to be, someone will have to okay it, but you can post a Discord link. I actually don't have Discord up right now. Like I said, I have so much stuff up right now.
Okay.
So if you guys are interested, you need to subscribe to the channel and you need to type !raffle to get in on the raffle. I still have 6 keys that I will be giving away. I will be doing another 3 keys during this, and then I will be doing another 3 on Saturday during the live gameplay.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna have the gameplay, so everybody's welcome. Hope to see you there.
After the stream, Kroons, I will send you your key. That's a good question. How does it work for the scopes in third person? It's just the crosshair, right?
At the moment, it's just blacked out screen, and you have like a scope in the middle. It's like it just.
So arcade style.
Yeah, arcade style, and well, the bullet has drop, and I don't want to mess this up. Yanni will kill me. How does it work? Well, basically the bullet has a certain travel speed, and the server checks if the bullet hits. So you have to, like, if someone is running, you have to aim a little bit further for the bullet to hit. Yeah. So yeah, we have one sniper, and we don't have any animations for it, but it's probably gonna be a bolt action rifle.
Currently, there is only one person in the raffle. You guys remember, you have to subscribe to the channel before you can enter the raffle. So as of right now, Kostya is going to be the only person to win the key if you guys don't subscribe and enter.
Go, subscribe. Go for the raffle. If you won one key, you can win another one for your friend.
Exactly. You guys can enter as many times in the raffle you want. Now, once once they open the servers for more than just, you know, once a month testing, like, I will be streaming it most likely 2 to 3 times a week. So make sure you guys stick around for that. I've noticed that I've only seen 2 different militaries in the game.
Yeah, we currently, on our test sessions, we have Americans or Allied and the Axis.
Okay. Now, are there plans to add in, you know, other character models or other armies into the game?
Yes, we are currently working with Russian models, Russian soldiers, and when we get the time, we will work on more models, especially, well, probably next year after we get the cosmetic shop open.
Verek wants to know if there's going to be more than one map. I know we talked about this yesterday. Yeah. You guys are talking about randomly generated cities on the map, right?
Yeah.
As a further update to the game?
Well, it's just a tool for us to create the maps easier. But
okay.
We will have different kind of maps. This current map that you guys have seen, it has been a test map. The scale is huge. And as you can see, the little town is just the capture zones are in the middle. But we're working on a close quarter map. It's gonna be full city map with only infantry. And yeah.
Now,
Work.
Verk also had another good question. Are you going to be adding in naval combat into the game? You could
Oh,
work
that's
that
actually
in with the plane only. Do planes and naval battle? That would work
yeah.
very well
That's
as a game
actually a
mode.
good question. We have discussed naval at the current stage. We are not going to bring them. It will be a job for next year.
Okay. All right.
Um,
So the
but
second raffle is over. We had 3 people enter. Make sure you guys are subscribed before you type !raffle. Okay? Because if you're not, it doesn't put you into the raffle.
go
So the
raffle.
winner for this one is Kostya. If you could
Congratulations, Kostya.
join my Discord and message me, and I will get you your key. We'll be opening up another one here. This one is open to everybody. So, during the live test, are you going to have just an EU-based server, or are you going to have an NA-based server also? I know you and I talked about this, and it was in debate. Like,
Yeah.
have you guys came to an agreement on that yet?
Um, for starters, we will have the Europe server only. But if we get more than 64 people, we obviously have to open another server, and that will probably be US based
Okay.
server.
Now, I
Because
seen that you have a rough estimate of how many people are signed up. How many people do you actually have signed up right now on your Discord for the beta test on Saturday?
for our beta test on Saturday, we have 52 thumbs up, but
Now, I know personally I
if
have
I
4
if
people that will be with me on Saturday.
yeah, but
So,
if I check our all the keys that I have distributed, we have way over 100 people that have the game available and accessible.
okay. So there's a good possibility that you'll have 2 servers open. Now,
There is a good possibility, but I can't promise that at the moment.
now
So,
generally, how long does a match last? I see that there's a
um,
timer on them. That's like a generic 30-minute timer for a match?
that's actually a good question. I don't have an answer yet because we haven't found the sweet spot yet.
Okay.
So basically, for this new game mode, it will be 30 minutes, but the capture, zone capture map doesn't. I don't have details for that. But yeah,
Okay.
this map will have 30 minutes, and after the timer is up, the team that has pushed uh, the battle zone further will win or get more points.
Yeah, could you explain the current game modes that are in?
Well, just we have only 2 game modes. The classic, where you have the capture points A, B, C, D, and well, 2 teams just compete for them and get points according the more objectives you have captured. And this is our newest edition that came out like today. And this is everyone fight in one zone and tries to push the enemy, tries to push the zone into the enemy base, so to say.
This is the one we were talking about before the stream.
Yes,
The
yes.
kind of it's kind of like a reverse tug of war, right?
Yeah, it's
Instead
a
of
little like
pulling, you're pushing.
yes, you're pushing the enemy back, so to say. It's like we don't have a fun name for it yet, but surely we can come up with something.
Will you guys be allowing custom maps in the game? I see
Oh,
someone asked that.
that's actually a good question. I'm not prepared for. We haven't even discussed that, but I can say to
Yeah, I
the
wasn't expecting
player,
that.
yeah, I can say to the player community that after we do the official launch on Steam, players will be able to download a dedicated server from Steam, and
Now,
you can run your own server
I know
and
you
play
guys have the
with your
game on
friends.
Steam. Will you guys be introducing it to any other platforms? Like, I know
Um,
only right now it's on PC. Are you guys going to be implementing, a console version of the game or a mobile version of the game?
well, at the current state, we have our hands pretty busy with the current build we have
Right.
for PC, so I'm not gonna say never. We don't know what will happen in 2 months or 3 months or in 1 year. So I would say that it's possible as soon as we get the manpower and the time.
Gus wants to know what is the most fun gameplay style in the game? Would
Gameplay style. Well,
the the
the
player
loadout.
combat or like
Oh,
the aerial combat or the tank combat? What's your favorite one out of them? Is what I'm guessing he's
my
asking.
favorite, my favorite one is the plane combat, um, because our plane, like the mechanics, they are pretty good and solid at the moment. It's
I've
really
seen
easy to
that from
fly the
the
plane.
footage you've sent.
Yeah, it's
It
it
seems
feels
very very clean.
can, you can roll and you can control your plane speed really easy. And actually, the speed is a major thing in your aerial combat because the
Right.
faster you go, the slower you turn. The slower you go, the slower you turn, and stuff like that. So you have to find the sweet spot for the dog fights. And actually, on the test servers, uh, when everyone has been flying on the planes, when we just go and everybody pick a plane, it's been absolutely fantastic. It's just like the only hard thing is just distinguish which what plane is like enemy and what is your teammates. So
Well, that
we'll have
makes it
to
very,
figure out something for
realistic
that.
though. Because if you look at any World War II style plane, the distinguishing marks were very, very small.
Yeah,
Slight shade different in the color. The tail was marked on
yeah,
most planes, and that was the only way you could distinguish. So that makes it good. That makes it very accurate to the era.
indeed.
We have 3 minutes left on the raffle, guys. As of right now, I have 5 people entered.
Nice.
So make sure
More
you
people.
guys are typing, exclamation point raffle to get in there. I'd like to see, as many of you guys as I can in the beta on Saturday.
Yeah, the more people we will have, the more fun it will be, and you can also record your experience with us and
Croons would like to
share it
know
with
if you're
your
going to
friends.
be adding in a capture of the flag option for a battle mode. Now, I know you have capture the point, so it
Mm,
probably wouldn't be hard to add in a capture the flag or like a King of the Hill style.
yeah, that's actually a good question, and we haven't thought about that yet. But I have my notepad open here, so I'm typing it down. Well,
Now,
copy pasting.
I know we've already touched on this, but the building in the game.
Yep.
You said it was sandbags, barbed wire, tank traps, and the bunkers.
Yeah,
Now,
the
can you drop
bunkers.
those anywhere, like within a certain range from you, or like, can they be
Yeah,
dropped while you're fighting?
they can be dropped while you're fighting, but the only downside is once you're in the build mode, you can't shoot. So you can't build and shoot at the same time. You
Do
can
you,
place the building down on the ground. It will take a second or two to build up, but
okay.
enemy will have an advantage over you while they're building that.
Now, can you build on already existing structures with your stuff? So, say you want to place a
No,
bunker on the roof, you couldn't do that.
no, no.
So that makes it even more difficult for people. That's
Yeah,
good.
buildables are currently limited to the ground.
That's
So
good though.
you, yeah,
That makes it so people can't, just start laying down stuff to block fire when you're fighting on top of a building.
yeah, easily like that. And in the capture objective game mode, you capture a zone, place bunkers. You know that the enemy is coming. You're ready for them. Capture and fortify.
How many tanks will there be? Yeah, you should probably explain how the tanks and the vehicle systems work, because they're not what you would normally expect from a shooter like this.
Yeah. Can you bring up the screenshots for the?
I cannot right now.
Oh, okay. So basically, uh, while players are, oh, there we can see a little bit. Oh, and it goes away. So basically, you will accumulate certain points. I would call them vehicle points. You get, I don't know, it's just timer based at the moment. We're still looking in how you can acquire them. Will it be just like 1 point every second or so? But planes will cost 75 points to spawn. Tanks will cost 100 points to spawn.
Now, do they spawn just one tank for you personally, or do they spawn tanks for
Yes,
everybody? So it's
they
just
will.
personal.
The tank will spawn for you. You will spawn straight into the tank or into the plane once
Okay.
you spend those points.
Now, when you spawn into the plane, does it start you in the air, or
Yes,
okay?
yes. Every map has a fixed location for each team where
Okay.
the planes spawn, but the tanks you can choose a capture point where you want to spawn
Okay.
in.
Gus would like to know if sniper playstyle will be viable in the fast-paced and building environment of the game.
So far, as much as I have personally played with the sniper in the city environment, it's been pretty good because you don't have to zoom in all the time, and the sniper does pretty decent damage. Well, it won't one shot yet. It's under debate if headshots should be one shot, but since all the players have helmets, which actually fly off if you do a headshot.
Really?
Yeah, in the gameplay, it's like they protect you from one hit, but not from sniper.
Ah.
Yeah,
Croons would like to know if you're going to be adding in a challenge system to unlock special items and skins. I know you and I talked about that. It's not going to be implemented at launch,
it won't
but
be at
down the
launch, but
road,
at some point it will be.
right? Verk wants
We
to
have
know why you can't destroy the tree.
Don't worry, Warwick. Everything, all the stones and the trees will be destroyable. We just we just haven't put up the setting yet.
All right, so
Everything.
we'll be drawing a winner for the next giveaway, and it is Christian. If you could join my Discord and message me, I will get you your key. And this right here will be the last raffle. Now is the time to get your questions in, guys, because after this raffle, the stream will be ending, and you will have to try to get a hold of the dev team, which are very busy, on your own.
Everybody except me. I have all the time in the world to answer you. You can get hold of me. I'm on our Discord. Igor. Can't miss me.
So, Igor, you'll be playing during the beta, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'll be hunting for you.
Now,
Now, how does speaking of that, how does the team, how does it decide? Like, do you get to pick your teams, or is it random?
when you join a server, it will be random. Of course, we will have balancing system
Okay.
that will automatically like put people in both teams. But when you die or press escape and suicide yourself, you can switch the team.
Oh,
There is
okay.
a switch button in the spawn screen. But
Now,
to
do you have a
balance
balancing
things, it
system
will-
for the team, so you can't have everybody on one team and leave one guy on the other team?
At the moment, no, since we're in the testing phase.
Oh, that's
So-
gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so we can take three devs versus everybody. We'll see how that
You
goes.
guys have the unfair advantage. You guys know the game.
Well, it's just use your mouse and shoot.
I've seen you
People like
play in
that.
this game. You're pretty lethal with that rocket launcher and that tank. So
Yeah. Well, I've been practicing a lot. Basically, this is almost the only game that I play on my spare time.
wish I could say that. You guys
Oh,
got
yeah.
it closed. I can't get in there. I was trying to get a leg up on people, but
We'll see how that goes tomorrow.
yeah.
I'll be waiting.
I'm coming for you, man.
I'll be using my mortar somewhere from a ditch, and I'll be just spotting you somewhere.
So there is mortars in the game. Someone did ask
Yes.
that.
Yeah, there is mortars, and they're actually pretty nice. And when you hear a whistling sound above you, you better duck and cover.
Oh, that is amazing. You don't even hear that in like AAA games at the moment. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
It's a placeholder sound, but it's sort of a whistle. You will hear it, and after that, you will see an explosion.
Christian, my name in Discord is Jedin Gaming, just the same as it is on my YouTube page. Well, different teams have different weapons and loadouts. From what I've seen, you get to pick your loadout. Am I right?
Yes, we have almost no limits to our loadouts. Basically, if you want to play with an SMG, you can pick an SMG. If you want, well, basically you can pick any main weapon you want and pick like ammo kit or health pack, which we don't.
I
You
was
can,
actually meaning to ask about that, if there was going to be a
yeah,
health pack.
yeah. So basically, you have a primary weapon, which is SMG, um, carbine. Uh, oh, I'm lagging. Sorry.
It's alright.
SMG, carbine, a shotgun, and sniper. Then you have a secondary, which is a pistol. At the moment, we only have one pistol. And after that, you have kit 1 and kit 2. So
Okay.
in kit 1, you can have like machine gun, and in kit 2, you can't pick machine gun, but you can pick a flamethrower. So you'll be pretty lethal. And then you can choose a grenade. We have a basic grenade that you just throw. It bounces and it explodes. Then we have impact grenade. Basically, you just throw it somewhere, and on impact it will explode. Then we have light anti-tank grenade, which is a little bit more effective against vehicles. And we have a really nice smoke grenade for tactical combat if you need to cover your team. So there's so many variations. You can choose your playstyle. There's no limits, basically.
Now, you said that the tanks take damage from, player weapons like the machine guns and stuff like that.
No, 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 no,
They
no, no.
don't?
Not, not machine guns. Explosives and flamethrower.
Okay.
Flamethrowers are
Now,
not very effective, but they do damage.
what about the planes? Would say if I was running around with the sniper rifle, could I shoot a plane out of the air if I did enough damage to it?
Yep.
Okay,
If you see a
someone did
plane,
ask that.
just spray and pray towards it. It will take damage, and eventually you will shoot it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, all weapons that are in the game currently are open to everybody. You don't have to unlock them as of right now.
Yeah.
Are you going to implement a system where you'll be able to unlock other weapons like as you get better at the game?
We don't really want to.
Or,
Unlock
custom
anything.
custom skins on the weapons?
That's a possibility. If once we will get more guns into the game, if the community wants it, we can create some sort of like XP system. But yeah, you just guys come on our Discord, come on our forum. Tell what you want. What kind of game do you like to play? Do you want an XP system? We need your feedback.
Let's see. Varric, if you shoot a plane with a bazooka, I guarantee it's going to blow up.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up, but good luck. Good luck shooting that from the air.
Um,
Actually, in
will
one
there be
test session, I
skill-based
managed
movement on foot?
skill-based movement on.
Like when you're just running around? I'm guessing you can dodge bullets by running around and jumping, just like you can in any other shooter.
Yeah.
Can you stack sandbags on top of each other? We
No.
just went through this a little while ago. Everything you can build has to be placed directly onto the ground, so no building on top of any of the buildings. So that'll be interesting, because I know someone in this stream is going to try it if they get a beta key. You mean like bunny hopping, huh? I don't know. Can you dodge bullets by jumping around?
Well, people with SMGs and machine guns, the fire rate is quite fast. So
I've seen that.
I wouldn't. Well, you can bunny hop if you want, but if it's gonna become an issue, we will definitely patch it up.
So there's 3 minutes left of the stream, guys, with the last giveaway. Make sure you guys are entering in the raffle if you haven't already. This will be the last key, and only Vurik is in the raffle at the moment.
Go, guys! Raffle. Okay, so
Will there be other tanks like an M4?
It's a possibility. As I said earlier, there will probably be more weapons coming up next year.
Will heavier weapons slow down your movement speed? That is a very good one. You guys have not implemented that yet, have you?
When you sort of zoom in or aim down the sight, you don't actually aim down the sight, but you get a little zoom on your mouse right button. Then you will slow down.
Have you guys thought about implementing it for like the flamethrower or the rocket launcher to slow down movement speed when you're actually running those weapons? To give them a little bit of a nerf?
Not yet.
Gus is asking about trench combat. That would be something interesting to add in. Area with trenches.
Yeah, that's actually something that a map I want to create, but at the moment I've been busy with other stuff, so maybe we will have a trench combat map. That's a strong possibility. I would love that. I can work on that. Yeah, why not?
Now
that can be exciting.
The map. I've noticed multiple different terrains with the map.
Yeah.
Is the map just an island?
Well, we haven't closed the map at the moment.
I see that you can get anywhere, and it's massive.
It's pretty big. The maps are really big. So basically, we just have the sky sphere around the map at the moment, and we haven't closed any terrain to close the gap, so to say. So you can actually, at the moment, you can fly under the map with your plane. So.
Oh.
There's no point in that.
It's not going to help you.
No.
I can see if it was the last man standing.
If you try to fly through the ground, you will explode. Oh, actually, you can kamikaze with the planes.
Really? So you can crash into people?
Yeah.
Oh, that is great.
And planes can crash into other planes and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Now, who gets awarded the point if you kamikaze into somebody?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Is it just 1 point for each? What guns do you currently have in the game?
We have a lot of weapons at the moment.
As I say, I've seen at least 10.
There's like 20 total, I think. 20-ish.
I'm not sure what Kostya said, so if you could check that out. The guns are based on the World War II era, so you'd have to look into that.
Kostya wants realistic German skins.
You want realistic German skins? That's gonna be rough. That's. I guess you could do it without doing, without doing the logo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he wants the logos and stuff.
That's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be very difficult.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. So yeah, what guns do you guys have?
I guess you could always do, a square instead with 4 blocks.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about it. So yeah, the idea is to provide the core game for everyone and community. Everyone who's watching this stream now, you are in a key role about this of this game future.
Alright, so I'm not going to accept the raffle that's going right now. I'm going to restart it because, yeah, there's one person in here. Yeah. And I'll get with you after, and I might just give you a key anyway.
Okay. So yeah.
Alright, you guys have 10 minutes. Everybody enter the raffle if you have not entered it. Vurik, get with me on Discord because you were the only person in the raffle.
Congrats, Warwick. So yeah.
So you said everything is going to be destructible.
Yeah, the buildings actually collapse. We're working on that. So
Oh.
if you destroy a
Now, do you start
lower
off
floor,
with a set amount of, sandbags and stuff like that, whatever one you choose, right?
yeah, they at the moment they regenerate. Whenever you use them, they regenerate. So in naturally in this testing phase, we have increased the regen rate, so you get a lot of them really fast. But when
Ah.
the actual game will come out, there will be, I don't know, maybe 1 minute till you get like one sandbag or something like that.
Oh, okay.
You gotta put a little bit of effort and time into the match, so
Right.
before you get all the goods.
Now, the barbed wire, does that cause player damage if they run into it?
Yeah, it does a little bit of damage. Where actually, it will probably slow players down.
Oh, okay.
Also, so you can place them in strategic spots. But
Do
yeah, I
planes
wouldn't
take what
suggest
type of
on it.
damage, Matthew?
What?
Matthew, I don't really understand what you meant by that.
Didn't.
Do planes take down buildings? I know if you shoot them with the plane, they take them down. You can see that in some of the footage.
Yeah. Well, you can use your machine gun. It will do damage to the walls, and eventually they will crumble down. And you can drop bombs on the buildings, on the players. So yeah, planes do damage to the buildings, even if you crash into them.
I'm guessing that you blow up if you crash into them.
Yeah, and well, you just spent 75 vehicle points to spawn in a plane. Why would you crash it?
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you guys are typing !raffle if you would like a beta key for the game. As of right now, there is only 3 people in.
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of questions about Battle Royale mode, and
Yes.
as our Steam page says, throw a lot of money at us, and we will make anything you want. We'll see about that next year.
Can you say who is in? Are you talking about who is in the planes? Like, can you see their name?
Yeah, what are you trying to ask, Warwick?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's trying to ask. Yeah, I can see everybody that's in the raffle right now, so...
Oh, okay. He was asking who's in the raffle.
As of right now, there's 5 people in the raffle, so...
That's good. It's the last key, yeah?
This is the last key before the end of the stream, guys. So, and this is the last chance you guys have to ask any questions that you want during the live stream from Igor.
Yep.
Can you snipe the pilot out of the plane?
No, at this point, no. You can't. If you shoot a plane, it damages only the plane. As I said, we're not going for realism in this game, so that would be too realistic.
Can
You're
you jump
supposed
from the
to-
plane?
Yeah, you can exit the plane, but be warned, at the moment we don't have any parachute system. So if you jump out of the plane, you better fly low.
Hello, Sarah. Alright, so... Now, the game modes, do they spawn you in different areas of the map, or is it always the same area?
As I said, in the capture mode, where you have multiple capture zones, you can choose a capture point to spawn, but it has to be captured by your team. And also, you can spawn on your team members. There's no squads or anything like that. You can just pick a player and spawn on them. It will increase the combat phase. But be warned, sometimes when you spawn on a player, they might be engaged in a combat, and you will probably get a bullet in your head as well. So
Yeah.
have to wait a few seconds to respawn.
Is there any plans for a squad system, something like in the Battlefield games?
Mm, not at this point, but as I said, if the community wishes for it, we might do it.
Mo, we talked about water-based combat. There is
Mhm.
none in the game right now, but there are plans of working that in somewhere down the road.
Somewhere down the road, it's possible. We have models like ships, combat boats, and stuff like that. They are not worked on yet, so to say. So it's, and we don't have a map that has actual water, but it's quite possible next year we will implement those. But for now, it's just infantry, tanks, I mean vehicles, and planes.
Do you have plans of opening up the beta for more than certain times?
Yeah, we have a plan for December. We don't have an exact date.
But you're talking about opening up beta for sometime in December.
Well, we're planning to open it like anyone can download it from
Oh,
Steam. It will be just a button and you install it and go
okay.
and play. So that will come somewhere in December. I cannot promise a date. That's what we're working towards for. But these tests that we have now, like tomorrow and maybe Sunday, it's not decided yet. They are really important because we need to test our server integrity. We have been working on the server side code a lot.
Matthew wants to know if you'll have a competitive game mode. Are you talking like a tournament style mode, Matthew, or? Verk, as of right now, that's not going to be implemented until later down the road.
Yeah, next year.
He was asking about like skins and stuff to buy in the game.
Yeah, they will. The cosmetic shop will come next year when we have released the game. It's not a priority at the moment.
Christian, what do you mean by a vault system?
Yeah, could you explain a little bit about the vault system? Only thing that comes to mind about vault is Fallout.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Are you talking? Oh. He's talking about like jumping over walls, like vaulting over them.
Oh.
That's yeah.
Oh.
Like
That's
Gears of War
actually
style. You run
yeah,
up and
yeah, yeah.
you can go over the wall. That's what he's talking about.
I must say that I don't know at this point. At this point, I don't know if we're gonna have a vault system. Basically the only objectives you have to jump over is rocks, sandbags, and you can try to jump over a barbed wire fence, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's probably not going to end well for you if you do that.
No.
Is there any way to communicate with players inside the game?
At the moment, no. We don't have a voice.
Do you have a
or
text chat in the game yet? No?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We will implement a server announcement, so like the admins can.
Okay.
Admins or the server will like post certain messages, like if the other team has captured something, or well, there's a lot of stuff we still have to do. I must admit that. So yeah, jump on our Discord, make your suggestions, especially after tomorrow test. Whoever comes, test it, send us feedback. Feedback is valued in gold.
All right, so there's 30 seconds left of the raffle. I'll be drawing it, and then I'll be giving out one extra key for whoever comes up with the best addition that could be added to the game in the comments on this video. So I will not be picking it. I will actually let Igor and the rest of his dev team pick which person wins that for the best. So it'll give you guys an extra chance.
I can just pick anyone.
No. I mean in the comments, like they have to give an idea to add into the game into my comments, and
yeah.
you guys will be picking it. I will keep that open until the end of my live stream on Saturday of the beta.
That's good. That's a good idea.
So, get your ideas in there, guys. Like I said, I'll have Igor and the rest of his dev team, come up with the best idea from in there. And who knows? You guys come up with a really good one. It may end up in the game before the next beta after this one.
Yeah, we'll never know. But remember, when you give your ideas, be as specific as possible.
Yes.
The
All
more
right,
details
so
you give, the better.
The winner of the next one is Vapor Mantis Gaming. If you could join my Discord, message me in Discord, and I will get you your key.
Congratulations.
And I think that will be the end of it today, guys. Igor, do you have anything else?
I think we covered a lot of things, so thank you for having me here. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it very much. Check our game. Join us. Join the community. Be active. Post your suggestions. It's like...
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys, and make sure you check out Bulletgrounds on Steam, and make sure you check out the rest of the guys on their Discord. I will be posting their Discord link in the comments below. Have a good one.